and welcome to another episode of the Verde Valley Experience. I am your host, Jennifer Cohen. Thank you so much, as always, for joining us. We really appreciate you watching the show. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're watching on cable, thank you. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. If you're watching on Verde Valley TV, thank you. Or checking us out on Facebook, thank you. We really, really appreciate you. I just wanted to start off this show and tell you that. Good show coming up today. So coming up on August 6th is the 14th annual Cottonwood Chamber of Commerce Cottonwood Cooler Golf Tournament. Loads of fun. Former board member Amy Brown is in the studio today to share all the details. The tournament is a fundraiser for the Cottonwood Chamber of Commerce. Now, these funds are used to improve and sustain the Chamber's community and outreach efforts. And who doesn't love a golf tournament? So go ahead and shine up your clubs and get ready to play. Now, in the 100-year-old tradition of community foundations across the country, the Arizona Community Foundation and its statewide affiliates harness the collective generosity of thousands of Arizonans. We're talking big money here. Tracy McConnell, the Regional Philanthropic Advisor for the Arizona Community Foundation, will be with us to share info about ACF's mission to lead, serve, and collaborate to mobilize enduring philanthropy for a better Arizona, and they're doing a great job. ACF of Arizona, of Sedona, the branch, just made the largest grant award in its history to the Red Earth Theater. So that is truly keeping it local, and you hear more about that in just a little while. Rebecca Serrato, SNAP Ed Coordinator from the University of Arizona Cooperative Extension in Yavapai County, fit that on a name badge, will be here to discuss Eat Smart and Live Strong series. That's going to be happening at the Cottonwood Public Library. Eat Smart and Live Strong is about fostering community, education, and health. You can enjoy fun and lively activities with other older adults, talk about easy ways to make smart food choices, and exercise more. So stick around and learn how you can eat smart and live strong. The Clarkdale Police Department is hosting the 2016 National Night Out in the Clarkdale Park. It's so awesome. It's happening in August on the 6th. It's going to be so great. August 2nd. Come out and get to know your neighbors and your police officers. Over 34 million people in over 15,000 communities join up en masse on Tuesday, August 2nd, to promote police-community partnerships, crime prevention, resistance to illegal drugs, safety, and neighborhood unity. We could use some more of that, couldn't we? Public Information Officer Sergeant Nicole Floresy of the Clarkdale Police Department will give us the 411 on National Night Out in just a few. Then we'll go on location with Richard City, President of the Gardens of Humanity. At Cottonwood Community Gardens, Richard will share tips on gardening for our climate, the amazing connection between monsoon lightning and crop growth, and community gardening opportunities as well as what's next for the Gardens for Humanity. And we'll finish out our show today with a solo performance by Jack Couchman, otherwise known as JC. He's a very versatile and popular local musician. JC performs as a solo artist, as a trio, and with a full band. With multiple recordings released and an amazing repertoire, JC has something for everyone. So stick around and see what he's brought for us today. We're going to go ahead and get started. We have the lovely and talented Amy Brown, former board member for the Cottonwood Chamber of Commerce and co-chair for the golf tournament.
That's right.
This is awesome.
That's right.
That's so great.
It's my favorite event of the entire year.
Really?
I love golf.
Yeah.
And this golf tournament keeps getting better and better and better every year.
That is true. I've noticed that.
Yes.
Good for you.
So 14th annual. Mm-hmm. We've added several components this year that will be lots of fun. So I think you mentioned that this is a fundraiser, one of the larger fundraisers for the Chamber of Commerce every year. In the last 2 years, we've added a charitable component to our tournament. So we donate a portion of our proceeds to the Cottonwood Middle School golf program to support junior golf in the Verde Valley. So Coach Joel takes kids from everywhere, middle school kids from everywhere, teaches them how to play a lifelong sport. They're out there to help us on that day, which is great, and so is the high school golf team. So we appreciate their support. Lots of sponsors already so far this year, but if anyone is interested in sponsoring, there's still some spots available. So can I take a minute and thank our sponsors?
Absolutely.
All right, so we'd like to thank our host, Verde Santa Fe Golf Club. Our titanium sponsor this year is Northern Arizona Rehab. Our hole-in-one sponsor, Larry Green Chevrolet. Our gold sponsors, Unisource Energy, Crazy Tony, Cornville Market, Lawler Construction. Our silver sponsors, Big O Tires, Speed Connect, Spectrum Healthcare, Laser Light, PacWest Insurance, Butler Levitt. Our community sponsors, Coldwell Banker Mayberry, Dr. Dave Harold, State Farm, Jennifer Griffin, Yavapai Title Agency, Arizona Drive Guide Magazine, and Galpin Ford, and countless tease sponsors, and so we really, really appreciate their support.
You need all those sponsors to keep this going, and
We
why
certainly
it gets
do.
so much better. So thank you, sponsors. Thank you
Yes.
so much. We appreciate you. And what a great event this is. So there is an 8 a.m. shotgun start on August 6th, 7 a.m. check-in, and it's a 4-person step-aside.
Yes.
Which is very cool, very cool.
Yes.
And as far as the fee to join up, it's basically $100 per person.
Yes.
Right.
And that includes breakfast and lunch on the course. So in addition to all of that, there are just countless raffle prizes, silent auction items, all kinds of different opportunities for people to walk away with something.
Right.
So great
That's
opportunities.
great. Plus, you think about it, $100 to play golf, breakfast and lunch, plus all the extra swag and goodies. I mean, you can't do that on your own for that. So it's a really great deal,
It is.
and it benefits the Chamber of Commerce.
And in addition, because most of the folks who typically play are business owners, it's a great opportunity for networking. So you have your 4-person team, but we actually put 2 teams together to play. So you get to network while you're golfing. So it's another great opportunity.
Oh, really well thought out.
We try.
Yeah, you do a good job. Will you be
you.
playing?
I will not be playing. I will actually be on the junior golf hole.
Oh.
So we have a special hole that's designated for junior golf, and so that'll require some skill. But I know we have some golfers out there who will be able to get their ball in the big circle and double their money.
Oh.
So you have to come out and play, and I'll give you more detail.
How much fun is that?
It's a lot of fun.
That is great. Does it take you all year to plan this event?
Not all year, but several months for sure.
Well, you got it. You've got it all figured out now, right?
We're working on it, but we have one more piece that we added, if I may
Yes.
share. So we wanted to give the community an opportunity to help support junior golf in the Verde Valley as well. And so we've worked with Windspire and created a bucket list opportunities for anyone in the community to participate. Just need to go to cottonwoodchamberaz.org and you'll be able to see a list of them. So you can be a NASCAR driver for a day, and yes, you get to pass. You could take a 6-day Ireland adventure, a Napa Valley backroads and railways trip, or the classic Wrigley Field rooftop experience.
Wow.
So they have a concierge service that takes care of all of the details for
Wow.
you. So go to the website, check it out. It's a great deal and a great way for the community to help support junior golf.
Absolutely. And golf is such a great sport. There's cooperation involved, gentlemanness. You have to be polite to everybody around you. There's rules and regulations. It's low impact, yet it's good exercise to get you out in the fresh air, yet you can drive carts, which is always fun. Everybody loves that.
Right.
And the camaraderie and just the general gentlemanliness that always impressed me about golf. It's different than, say, baseball.
Right, exactly.
If you're going to take it out on something, you're going to take it out on yourself, really, because it's an inward sport, and yet there's competitiveness to it. So it's a wonderful thing to foster in the kids. I know I've taken my daughter a couple of times out golfing, and she's still kind of like, oh, I'm not really sure why we do this, but okay. And then when she does it well, she gets excited. So it's great to have this available for the youth in the area and to have it funded. So thank you so much for choosing that charitable organization this year.
Absolutely.
So that's really, really great. Now tell us a little bit about where the other fundraise monies goes to as far as your community and outreach efforts.
So really, the chamber, that's the mission and purpose of the chamber, right, is to help support and promote business in the community, tourism, workforce development, and so there's just a multitude of benefits that the chamber provides for the community that is supported through some of these funds.
Yeah, lots and lots and lots of benefits, which even though you guys are volunteers, it still takes a lot of money to get that stuff done.
Exactly.
So, I know, and you guys are the front runners as far as getting Cottonwood on the map. We can thank the Cottonwood Chamber of Commerce for getting Cottonwood on the map, because anytime it's been something big, it's like, oh yeah, there's Cottonwood Chamber of Commerce. You guys were responsible for getting the word out, and that television station came down and shot this or that, or we were in that magazine or something or other because of the work that you guys do over there at the Cottonwood Chamber of Commerce.
And if we can give a big shout out to the tourism committee and to Lana Tollison, whom I'm sure you know has moved on to Texas.
I know. Lana
Yes.
moved to Texas. Can you imagine?
She moved to Texas,
Oh.
but before she left, she did a great job in finding and what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of raising up and training
Yes.
Christian, who's now taking the reins. So
Wonderful.
we have all kinds of faith in Christian to do a fantastic job, and so someone will step in. Then I know they are hiring
Right.
to fill the tourism marketing space.
Excellent.
So
What a great person to bring in. So thank you, Christian. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Amy, thank you so much for coming in.
well, thank you for having
Really
me.
appreciate it.
I
And
like being here.
Great. And make sure you check out the Cottonwood Cooler Golf Tournament. That's going to be happening August 6th. Check in at 7. Shotguns start at 8. It goes until 3. It includes breakfast and lunch, and it's fabulous and it's awesome. Check out cottonwoodchamber.org. Lots of information, and you will need to register. cottonwoodchamber.org. And we'll be right back, so don't go away.
Your seat cushion can be used to grant wishes.
Who said that? Hello?
Really can, you know.
You talking to me?
Sure am. Because the airline miles or dollars you donate to Make-A-Wish can help send thousands of kids on their wish trips. So donate to Make-A-Wish today.
You really should, you know. You really should.
And give wishes wings. Because wishes work wonders.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here with Tracy McConnell, who is the Regional Philanthropic Advisor for Arizona Community Foundation. Tracy, thank you for being here with us today.
Absolutely.
You have an amazing job. It must feel so good to give away all that money.
I do love that part.
Oh my gosh.
In fact, I'm really working hard to make sure we have more and more to give out every year.
That is just so amazing. Tell us, let's start out with the basics. What is the Arizona Community Foundation?
Okay, so if I were to break it up into 3 different things, one, we bring in charitable dollars. So we're about philanthropy, people who care about community. And then we invest and grow it so it becomes permanent revenue for community efforts. So we give out money every year, millions of dollars now. And we do it for improving the community, supporting children, the arts, the environment. I mean, anything you're talking about quality of life, we're here to provide some permanent revenue around supporting those innovative efforts and long-standing efforts that we care about.
Wow, that's amazing. And so the money comes from individuals.
Individuals and corporations, families, and oftentimes we have foundations under our foundation. So we call those donor advised funds. So they don't have to do all the hard work.
Right.
We do it.
Yes.
And then they get to make the grant recommendations that they care about. We just make sure that the organizations are well vetted and meet standards, etc.
Well, that's interesting. So they get to be involved in where the money goes, which is
we want
is
that
super.
kind of involvement.
That's super.
Yes.
Now, you guys, the Arizona Community Foundation, based in Sedona, just gave away the largest sum in history.
Yes, for Sedona.
For Sedona. To the Red Earth Theater, which is
That's
so
right.
amazing.
It's a new initiative. It's the first one of its kind, and it's a collaborative effort. So it's equal partners in bringing $25,000 each from the Delta Dental Association, Foundation of Arizona, and Arizona Community Foundation, and we also have, I can't remember, I just lost the name of it, Northern Arizona Healthcare. Oh my gosh. So collectively, focusing on dental oral health in a very innovative way that impacts and benefits the entire Verde Valley area.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've got lots of good things going on. You've got oral health, which is very, very, I know my dad's a dental surgeon. Can you tell?
Oh, you're blessed.
So I'm right there with,
I think you're blessed.
with oral hygiene. And theater, of course, which brings just life to,
it embodies
it
a
does.
message so much better than any written word could do.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know they're planning on doing Shakespeare. We'll have them on the show. Don't you worry. They'll be back. Red Earth. Kate will be here to tell us all about that.
Very dynamic
But that's
group.
just exciting because that is so local.
Yes.
That is just right here in our laps.
It is.
So that's truly exciting. Now tell us a little bit about the grant process.
Yes, well, it's actually quite a process. We first begin with recruiting volunteers in the community leaders, people who really are engaged already, and most likely wear multiple hats in their engagement. So they really walk that talk and philosophy. And then we put them to work. So we actually do an orientation, provide that to them about the nonprofit sector, the power of that nonprofit sector, how to look at reviewing grants. We don't make the decisions as staff. The volunteers in those local communities do. So they study hard. They read every single application. They review it. They discuss it several times. They ask additional questions to the organizations when needed. So everybody gets a fair shake and understanding what they're trying to accomplish. Wow. So it's a tall demand, I guess is what I'd say. But people love it because they actually it's kind of like an immersion into all the myriad of needs that we have in the community and all the strengths that we have in our community, and then making decisions the best we can with the resources we have. And so we actually funded 85% of the applications received. Wow. And we want to do even more. That's why we're always looking at philanthropy as another means for the community to strengthen itself. Right. So, and then we actually fund, out of that, it's actually 45 different projects that are being funded from Sedona throughout all of the communities in the Verde Valley area, including Cottonwood here. So,
wow. Can you tell us a couple of them?
I can't.
Okay.
Because it's still being announced right
gosh.
now. So we're right in the middle of it.
So that's exciting.
Yes,
though.
it will be known soon, though.
Oh my gosh. How do you let them know? You can't just go, hi, you got it. You call them on the phone. There has to be like a big party with the streamers and
well,
surprise.
you know, it's interesting. That's the way we used to do it, but we made them wait too long.
Oh.
And so now what we do is as soon as the decision is made and we have all the resources lined up, then we let them know by email now, technology.
Very good, yes, thank you.
So
for
that
technology.
we get it to them faster. And then we actually have them sign an agreement that's required for the grant in advance.
All right.
So that we can get their check out to them ASAP.
Wow.
And then we do have a very special event called the Spirit of Sedona.
Yeah.
And that's where we bring all people from all different areas of the community together to celebrate philanthropy, volunteerism, recognize the great work that's being done, and make sure that people really are in touch with that.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is
September
amazing.
29th. So
coming up here. That's exciting.
yeah.
Oh, boy, just thinking, isn't that exciting just to think of that? You know, having your money stay in this area and making such an impact on the quality of your own life, really, because by giving, you're actually
investing
going to be
in
getting.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it
It's
is
not like
true.
it goes away somewhere and you never notice it again.
And we're really a big part of the regional economic development picture now. In fact, ACF helped fund a recent first time ever research project about the power of the nonprofit sector in Arizona.
Huh.
And we are actually equal to the construction industry in terms of employment and revenue to the state. Wow. Yeah, so people think nonprofit and it doesn't benefit the state. It does. We hire people, we're businesses as well. We just happen to have a couple different bottom lines.
Right.
Changing community, improving that, as well as being fiscally solvent.
Right.
And we hire staff and get people involved in the workforce.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah, so
and
it's
it
a
must
big
feel
deal.
so good.
It does.
Your job
It's
must be
important to me.
amazing. Tell me, Regional Philanthropic Advisor, what do you do on a daily basis?
Yes, a lot of things.
With a big sigh, she says that.
Oh, how do I make that brief?
Oh my gosh.
If I brought it back down to the three simple things,
Yeah.
I actually entertain the idea of philanthropy with people who are actually interested in that.
Wonderful.
And there's many different choices. You can give now, you can give later. I really am about unleashing the joy of the legacy you want to leave.
Nice.
Or the legacy you want to make right now. And so my job is very joyful. It's not about sorrow. It's about really recognizing the essence of an individual and their interests.
That's wonderful.
And helping them make that happen.
That's great. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing, Tracy.
Thank you.
Appreciate
I
you.
appreciate this.
Tracy McConnell, who is, as we said, the Regional Philanthropic Advisor for Arizona Community Foundation. Check out azfoundation.org. Lots of great information on the website, azfoundation.org. If you feel like making someone happy and making yourself happy at the same time, check out azfoundation.org. And we'll be right back, so don't go away.
Thank you.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean,
I'm waiting for the ring cycle.
separate, cook,
Fire in the hole!
and chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tidy.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here with Rebecca Serratos, who is the SNAP Ed Program Coordinator for the University of Arizona Cooperative Extension in Yavapai County. There we go, I got it.
Good job.
And it is all on her name tag.
It is.
That's amazing. They
Pretty
fit that.
small, yeah.
That's impressive. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Go ahead and tell me, this is so interesting. What is a cooperative extension?
Perfect. Okay, so Cooperative Extension is a model program that is housed out of the University of Arizona. So Cooperative Extension was a program passed back almost 100 years ago by Congress in what is known as the Morrill Act of 1862.
Wow.
And yeah, so it's been around for a while. So it established a land-grant institution in each state. So in the state of Arizona, that land-grant institution is the U of A. And Cooperative Extension really exists to bring the research happening at the university level out to the people. And so we have a variety of programs. Our 3 main program areas are agricultural and natural resources, 4-H youth development, and family and consumer health sciences.
Wow, how interesting.
Yeah.
Do you specialize in one of those 3?
So my program falls under that last one, family, consumer, and health sciences. Many of you may remember it as home economics.
I loved home ec.
There you
You know,
go.
they had stopped doing that so long
Yeah.
ago. That was my favorite. I learned how to bake and make a pair of shorts, and I will always remember that.
Yep. So it's still around, and we have a variety of classes and offerings. Some of our more popular ones are the Master Gardener program, which is really, really popular.
Yes.
We also do a certified food manager training and class. So most people in restaurants need that certification now to be up with the food code.
Yep.
What else? 4-H is still pretty popular.
Here, especially in Arizona.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we have a beginning farmer workshop.
Wow.
So
Beginning farmer workshop.
Yeah.
How cool. Like, this is good stuff here.
Yep.
This is really well thought out. Yeah. Now tell me, you're the SNAP Ed program coordinator. So what is SNAP Ed?
Okay. So what is SNAP? SNAP stands for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program.
Huh.
It was formerly known as the Food Stamp Program.
Okay.
So it is the federal food safety net for low-income individuals, especially those that are having a hard time feeding themselves and their families.
Right.
And so SNAP Ed, Ed for education, is the education component of that funding. And so what we really do is try to make the healthy choice both easy and affordable.
Right.
We do that in a variety of ways, but really some of our major offerings are how to shop on a budget, how to prepare healthy food, which is a lot of education necessary for that.
Ongoing, definitely.
And then just how to get more fruits and vegetables into your diet. And we'll have a lot of curriculum around those specific things.
Wow. I mean, that's all good stuff. I love that you said it was the food safety net.
Yes.
That's amazing. And we really, even our neighbors in our community, I mean, there's so many people dealing with lack in the food department. That to have this program is just so wonderful and beneficial to so many people, especially children. I have this hard little spot for children that to think about that just crushes me completely. So having that safety net is really, really important. And the education along with it, because, you know, they say give a man a fish, but you know, you have to teach him how to cook it and scale it and cut it first.
Yeah, definitely.
And healthy cooking is not as easy as you think, you know?
Yep.
I learned that. I was doing so much wrong here. I thought I was being a healthy cook and I was doing it all wrong. I thought,
There's no wrong in cooking. At least you're trying. Yes.
Definitely trying. Now talk to us about the Eat Smart, Live Strong series that's going to be coming up at the Cottonwood Public Library.
Great. So Eat Smart, Live Strong is a curriculum that I offer. It's geared towards seniors. And it's coming up at the Cottonwood Public Library starting July 27th. It starts at 2 p.m. It's an hour long, and it is the first of a 4-series class. So we're going to be talking about just really engaging in fun and lively discussion. It's a discussion-based curriculum. And we're providing a space for seniors to get together to really discuss and bounce ideas off of each other on what it's like to live a healthier lifestyle at an older age. We do taste tests. We give out recipes.
Wow.
We talk about how to approach your physician and talking about diet and exercise, and just give a lot of good tips along the way.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
And that's going to be starting, it's a 4-part series. There's 4 parts, obviously. It's going to start on July 27th. Is your first one.
Yep, and then it'll be every Wednesday thereafter. So if I get this correct, July 27th, August 3rd,
Correct.
August 10th, and August 17th.
Correct.
Yep, so our website I think is on the screen. You can contact that for more information.
Extension.arizona.edu/Yavapai.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. And it's from 2 to 3, so it's an hour. No big deal. It's after nap time. It's after lunch. You have lunch, you have a nap, and then you go have this hour-long discussion and taste test and recipe swap with folks, you know, that are your same age, and the kinship and the friendship that might come out of that too.
Definitely. And you don't have to come to all 4. It is highly recommended. And for those of you brave souls that do join me for 4 sessions, I have a graduation gift for you on your health journey.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah.
Now is each different session a different subject?
Yes.
Okay.
So there'll be different curriculum for each time. It kind of builds on each other, but if you say go on vacation or have a prior commitment, it won't throw you off.
Oh, well, any information is better, on top of that. So that's really, really wonderful. Is this the first time you're doing this Eat Smart, Live Strong?
It is not. I did a class series, I want to say about a month ago. It was really successful.
Great.
We're really excited about Cottonwood Public Library partnering with us, and so we want to keep that going.
Yeah, it's a lovely library. It's a
It
great
is.
place, lots of space to do something like that. So that's truly amazing. Okay, so it's a 4-part series. You have 4 chances, though of course if you get to all 4, that would be best. July 27th, and they're all Wednesdays, correct?
Yes.
So July 27th, mark this on your calendar. Okay, you ready? Got your pen? August 3rd. Got that one? August 10th, okay, and the last one is August 17th. It's from 2 to 3 at the Cottonwood Public Library. How long have you been involved?
With SNAP.
Yeah.
So I am new to this position.
All right.
I started back in November.
Very good.
Some of my focus areas throughout Yavapai County include seniors, but also I do a lot of early childhood education stuff.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing, Rebecca.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and keep up the great work. This program is absolutely amazing. You've got so much going on. It's not just one thing, it's absolutely amazing. But as a program coordinator, you're doing a fabulous job. So
thank you.
Congratulations and keep going. Make sure you check out, again, the website is extension.arizona.edu/Yavapai. You're going to get lots of great information on there, so make sure you check it out. Rebecca Serratos, the SNAP-Ed program coordinator. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
We'll be right back, so don't go away.
Your seat cushion can be used to grant wishes.
Who said that? Hello?
Really can,
You talking to me?
Sure am. Because the airline miles or dollars you donate to Make-A-Wish can help send thousands of kids on their wish trips. So donate to Make-A-Wish today.
You really should, You really should.
And give wishes wings. Because wishes work wonders.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here with Sergeant Nicole Floresi, who is the Public Information Officer for the Clarkdale Police Department. And the subject that we're going to try to stick to today is the National Night Out, which is a load of fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you guys must have a blast that night.
We do. This is one of the best programs, I think, for law enforcement, not just for Clarkdale, but across the country. This is the time where we really get to engage with our citizens.
Right.
We can meet with them. We just make that, recommitment to working together. But beyond that, it really solidifies neighbors get to meet each other. It's not just for neighbors to meet law enforcement, but the neighbors get to meet each other. Different neighborhoods get to meet each other.
Absolutely.
And then we can, build those different kind of relationships and solidify that throughout the community.
Definitely. I mean, long gone are the Leave It to Beaver days, when we had these little communities and everybody knew everybody and you wandered across the street and borrowed sugar and your kids we don't do that anymore, which is so unfortunate. A lot of times we don't get to meet our neighbors, so this is a wonderful program that brings everybody out. And it's nationwide, which is amazing how many people get involved with this. On August 7th, there's like 34 million people in more than 15,000 communities do a national night out every year. It's incredible.
It's a great program. It's been around since basically the mid-'80s, and it's just grown from there. Our program is going to be on August 2nd. It's going to be at the Clarkdale Park, and we're going to have a lot of great stuff. We definitely have some stuff for kids because we want people with their families to come out there. So we'll have games and stuff like that. We're also going to have information booths for drug, alcohol awareness, tobacco, and of course the new craze. We'll have some Pokemon Go information for parents and kids. So,
is that a dangerous narcotic or something?
No, but it can be pretty addictive.
Really? It's the new Minecraft.
Definitely, definitely. So we want, parents, citizens, children, adolescents to have the information available to them, so everybody knows kind of what's going on. So we're going to be doing that. And we'll have like a dunk tank and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm really excited. Hopefully, there's a lot of people I have on my list I'd like to see in the dunk tank.
Like to dunk?
Yeah, for sure. I'm not doing it. That's for sure. No. I think we're going to be able to do a taser demonstration this year. Even though taser's been around for a while, a lot of people still have questions about it and how it works and does it incapacitate somebody? Does it not? So it's potentially we may be able to do that this year, so we're hoping to do that.
If you get a volunteer.
Oh, I'm sure the officers will line up just to get tased.
Oh yeah, I'm line up.
And then one of the things that we're doing this year, it's really important. We're getting ready to unveil basically like a new neighborhood enhancement program, and we're going to particularize officers to neighborhoods. So at our national night out, we're going to have a map for the citizens and then the business cards for the officers that are attached to particular neighborhoods.
Really?
And hopefully that will give them just an additional layer of comfort, and somebody they can contact directly with something other than an emergency, and feel they can have somebody to talk to, and then have that face to go to and everything like that.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, it's going to be a great program. So I'm excited that we're going to unveil that at National Night Out.
That's awesome. And is that specific to the Clarkdale Police Department, something that you're implementing?
We are doing that. I'm sure there's many agencies in the area who have similar programs with Neighborhood Watch. Ours is going to be, we want a little bit more in depth than that, and a lot more localized to our neighborhoods, especially with one officer assigned. So that's going to be great, and it gives citizens buy-in and a commitment.
Definitely.
And in conjunction with National Night also helps them realize they should be encouraged to know what's going on in their neighborhood, encouraged to report things, so we can all work together to solve any problems that we have.
Yeah, and if you've taken that step and you've met that officer and you're starting to build some sort of relationship with your local law enforcement, it is much easier to step forward and say, there's this thing out there that's, these people in law, and then, okay, I'll just check it out. We can help create a lot more opportunities for safety and for knowledge and keeping an eye on things, and maybe bring back some of that Leave It to Beaver.
I hope so. The world's definitely changing, and so anything we can do with our citizens to give them a sense of safety and a sense of security with how fluid everything is, we want to be there for them. We've got a great relationship with our communities in Clarkdale. I think we're very, very lucky in that, and our community programs such as National Night Out and the one we just got done with, like our pancake breakfast,
which was an amazing thing.
That was great.
That was awesome.
Those programs really bring it home for everybody, and so I'm really proud to be a part of the department and work with programs like this. And it's days like that where you're really happy to be an officer, where you get to see the citizens, you get to see their children, and your contact is in a great location. It's a great time. You get to interact with them on a different level than you do when sometimes you're responding to calls.
Right, if there's an issue. It's much nicer when it's a hi, how are you? It's a beautiful afternoon in the park versus a call necessary for some other reason when you're all business. So it's definitely better to introduce yourself during a non-crisis time. And then it makes it not so much of a crisis the next time we have to see you. Because we've already had that first step, that hi, how are you, my name is, and we've done that. So it's a really wonderful, wonderful program. And I love all the things to do for kids. So it's important. Police officers can be very intimidating to some people, and because of the job that you actually do and how much it helps the community, it's definitely something that you want to move past. And in order to do that, things like National Night Out to be created, and this amazing program with the officer being set up for a specific location.
That's going to be great. And even with interacting with citizens on calls, it's really important because children sometimes are afraid of us or don't know what to think of us. That relationship we can build at National Night Out or at the pancake breakfast, or even we have other community programs, the concerts at the park, and things like that. That really helps bridge that gap. And then even on calls, they'll remember us. Oh, hey, I remember you from the pancake breakfast, or I remember you from National Night Out. And with being a little bit smaller community, we are very lucky. We can go on calls, and if we have the time, we'll let the kids play in our police cars, and turn the lights on and talk in the PA, just so they get over that fear of what they may think the police represent. And we want them to look at us and want to come to us for help. And so if we can, engage them when they're younger, and so they see that we're not a threat to them, and we're there to help them, I think that's one of the most important things we can do.
Brilliant. It's a wonderful program. And again, that's going to be happening on August 2nd in the Clarkdale Town Park, which is a beautiful little park. And it's going to be happening, let's see, where are the hours? I've got it on here somewhere.
6 to 8 p.m.
6 to 8 p.m. There we go, which is a great time this time of year. Oh my gosh, especially in August too. A great time. So come out to Clarkdale to the town park there, 6 to 8 p.m. on August 2nd. Enjoy National Night Out. Meet your neighborhood officers and get somebody dunked, whoever. that's going to be.
Feel free to volunteer if you'd like to be in the dunk tank.
Oh, okay. Hey, fine. I don't never. Who's that? I don't know if he knows who I am, but that'll be fun. Now, looking on your website, there was something very interesting. You have a house watch program, which is fascinating to me. You know, a lot of people go on vacation, and some of us go on long vacations, and it's interesting. Tell us a little bit about the house watch program.
Basically, anyone that lives in the town of Clarkdale, whether they're going out of town for 24 or 48 hours or they'll be gone for 2 weeks, can fill out a house watch form. And what that does is just lets us know they're going to be gone. We basically do some extra security patrols on the house. I mean, obviously we're in neighborhoods a lot, but it's helpful to us to know if somebody's gone.
Right.
And they can provide information of if cars are going to be left, what lights are going to be on, if cleaning services are coming by, or somebody like who sprays for bugs, pest services, stuff like that. And then if they're gone, we know what would appear to be more suspicious activity versus what the homeowner allows while they're gone. So we just make sure nobody breaks into their homes, do some security checks, and that gives them a sense of well-being when they're gone on vacation.
Absolutely.
Because the last thing anybody wants to have to worry about is, oh, I left my house. Is somebody going to break in when I'm gone? So that's another great program that we have at Clarkdale, and you can get the form either online or you can go into the police department and get it and fill it out, and then we just add it to our security patrols.
Yeah. See how easy that is? That's amazing, and yet another step for the community that the officers provide. So thank you so much. And we appreciate your service so much, everything that all of you do. It's so important, and everybody's so nice. You know, that's what I love about this area. I've never met an officer here that wasn't just so pleasant. That's just so great. I just love the small town. So thank you, Sergeant. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate you. And we'll be right back, so don't go away.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean.
I'm waiting for the ring cycle.
Separate. Cook.
Fire in the hole!
And chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tidy.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. I'm now here with Richard City, who is the president of the Gardens for Humanity. And we are amongst the leafy gizzards and greens and wonderfulness of the Cottonwood Community Garden over here near Dead Horse. And things are really growing over here.
They are,
now.
man.
Oh my gosh.
I feel so small.
I know. It's kind of funny.
You know, it's like
like
you shrink down, everything's relative. But when you're amongst these sunflowers, what are they, about 8 feet tall or so?
At least. Oh my goodness, amazing.
And look at the amaranth over there. It's huge.
It's really gotten going here since monsoons have started.
They have.
Thank goodness for the monsoons. Now, tell us a little bit about what makes these gardens so wonderful because of the monsoons and their association.
Well, gardeners are full of lore, and I always heard, well, plants respond to thunder and they grow more. And I'm saying, what? are they programmed to respond to thunder? So I started doing research, and I found out that the nitrogen in the air, which is about 78% of the air, is not available to plants until it has lightning, which makes oxides of nitrogen, which the rain then incorporates, and then it falls. So the rain that we've had recently has supercharged these plants with nitrogen. So I guess all kinds of lore is based on fact.
I know you could tell a lot of really interesting stories that way, but really it's Mother Nature's chemistry lesson.
It is. It's wonderful.
Wow. So the lightning charges the air with electricity. The electricity pulls the nitric oxide out of the air and deposits it in the rainwater as it comes down. And then you have, poof, 8-foot sunflowers.
That's for sure.
That's amazing.
I noticed that the plants feel so much more vigorous after a rain, and it isn't just the water. I always thought it was the water that's refreshing on their leaves and all, but then I realized that they're getting a shot of nitrogen.
How interesting. I always notice the difference between tap water, the water that comes out of your hose that you're watering so diligently until the monsoons really kick in, and then actual natural rain. It's just so different. It's like the difference between us drinking bottled water, versus spring water.
For sure.
I don't want to drink tap water, so I totally get it. Now, because it's supposed to start raining again.
I hope so.
So we have a little break in monsoon, which is unusual for us, but they started nice and strong. So don't stop watering yet. But once the monsoons start, do we need to consider watering still?
Oh, you always do. I mean, there's, the heat here is so intense, and the sunlight, even a little misting over the leaves is nice for the plants. They feel refreshed, but we definitely can conserve on water when the rains start, and I know most gardeners cut back quite a bit, but like on a day like today, you just got to make sure everything is well watered. But another thing we do is we mulch to keep the water from evaporating so much. So good mulch is really important.
That's true. It's also important to really, when you do water your plants, a nice deep watering.
Yes, indeed.
Because a little bit of water over the top isn't really going to do much.
No, it'll evaporate.
Yeah, and then you're just wasting your time and the poor plants. So now tell us a little bit about Gardens for Humanity. What are you guys up to these days?
Well, we're, it's a summer break, but so we're contacting schools and kind of preparing our programs for the fall, because most of them are tied to schools. So, we're looking at school gardens, and we recently got a school gardens coordinator, so that's a person who can really help the schools with their gardens, and we're going to do something at Desert Star.
Excellent.
So if you want a work day, you can go over there.
Oh, that's
we
really
want parents
awesome.
involved, and the job of the school gardens coordinator is to involve the whole school community, meaning staff, parents, children, and other stakeholders in the garden, because that's what this garden is wonderful because you have so many active people involved in it, and there's a lot of ownership. Sometimes you find in school gardens that school gets out and the garden just languishes.
It's abandoned.
So you need, and the school garden could look like this during the summer if you invite the people who are part of the school to come in and work it.
Absolutely, yeah. To get out there and dig in the dirt is good for people.
And it builds community too.
It does.
The gatherings that happen here in the garden are just wonderful for friendship, and they do social things too. Afterwards, they say, "Hey, let's have a party."
I know. Yes, you're cultivating more than radishes and tomatoes.
Exactly.
You're cultivating friendships.
Exactly.
You're cultivating lifelong experiences with your children, and if you want to get involved, gardensforhumanity.org. That's the website. Gardensforhumanity.org. You can check out Richard and all the fun things
we
you guys
would
are doing.
love to have volunteers. I would love to see people adopt a school garden so that they feel committed, they can help out, and they can be mentors, especially if they have gardening skill. So, we're really looking for gardeners in the community who say, yeah, I think I would like to be involved with a particular school garden and kind of be a grandparent. And we've seen that at the Head Start school. That,
the last time we met.
Yeah, and that's really due to 3 elder people who've decided to adopt that garden.
Right. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Well, there you go. Check out gardensforhumanity.org if you want some more information about that. If you want to get involved in the Cottonwood Community Gardens, all you got to do is contact the city of Cottonwood and talk to the county clerk there. She'll tell you how to get involved. There's lots of room out here if you want to start your own little gardening plot if you don't have a space at home. Doesn't take much anymore.
No, it doesn't.
A container, a box,
Exactly.
a recycled water jug can grow
I mean, look
something.
look at how much is growing in like four square feet.
You
You know,
could feed a lot of people out of that
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean,
Nothing's better than homegrown.
you've got a
organic
salad right
produce.
there, basil and tomatoes.
I've got lunch. Richard, thank you so much for being
Thank
with us
you.
today. We
It's
really
wonderful. I
appreciate
always
it.
enjoy talking with you.
Richard City, the president of Gardens for Humanity. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
I've been down so goddamn long. I've been round so goddamn long. Now I don't know which way to go, but I sure know that I won't be back no more. So take it all away once more. I've been lost in time, my friend. Don't you know it ends? Now I don't know which way to go, but I sure know that I won't be back no more. So take it all away once more. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. I've been on this road too long. Don't you know it's old? And I don't know which way to go, but I sure know that I won't be back no more. So take it all away once more. Uh-huh.
Wonderful, wonderful. This is Jack Couchman, everyone, formerly and officially and lovingly known as JC. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you as your solo self.
That's my solo self.
Yeah, boy, I love that song. It made me think of like smoky barbecue and want a shot of whiskey.
There you go.
It was perfect.
Because I was doing a shot of whiskey when I wrote it.
Wow, it came right through the song. I love it when that happens.
Oh.
That's truly amazing. Now that's off your new CD, which
Yeah.
is called Precious Heart.
Yeah.
That's really great. I love this. This is the beautiful artwork on it. And where did you get the title for it?
Actually, there's a song on there, the title song, Precious Heart, I wrote for a gal a while ago.
Aw, that's nice. I love the story behind the story of songwriting. That's always really interesting. These are all originals. The song you just played was original.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Let's Take It All Away.
Take It All Away. That was good. Can you tell us a little bit about why you wrote that song?
Well, it's just kind of one of those songs that, you everything's taken away from you. You get everything and then it gets taken away. It's kind of one of those things.
Sure.
So.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us for sure. You are such a busy man. It's amazing that we got you and that we got you solo because you're so busy. You're out there playing with your band. Cheap Sunglasses Band. Thank you. We loved you guys on the last show. That was really great.
We had fun.
And as your trio, and then your ZZ Top tribute, you just, wow, your schedule is jam-packed.
It is.
How do you have time to do any recording?
I don't. I will shortly. This is the busy time of the year. So.
Oh, very good. Is that so with musicians? I didn't know there was a season.
There really is. Summertime, everybody comes out and parties, and you got the lakes going on and all the concerts and stuff going on, which in the wintertime you don't really have. So.
Very good point. Very good point. And you've been playing since the age of 3, is that correct?
No, I wish. I think 13, yeah.
13. See, I had the 3.
But I've been playing professionally. My first band, I was 13, and I've been playing in bands ever since.
Since you were 13?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That certainly is. Have you always played the same style of music?
Actually, I came from playing heavy metal rock, kind of a...
Right
I was the
on.
lead guitar player for that, and I did that for many years. And then I decided to go out on my own and start writing some music. And and the only way I could do it was doing acoustic, so I started doing a heavy style of acoustic playing.
Sure, yeah. Which is great because it's very sultry and smoky, and it's really wonderful. I like that.
And whiskey.
That heaviness, yeah. Which it's nice when it translates through the music, for sure. And this guitar is absolutely gorgeous.
Well, thank you.
And you said you had how many guitars?
Well, I had 64.
Yeah, consummate musician. You can tell how good you are by how many guitars you have. Now, how often do you get to play all of those?
I try to play them as much as I can.
Good for
You
you.
need to play your instruments. So.
Yeah, you do.
I've actually shortened the list down, I think, 42.
42. No, that's a reasonable number, 42. How
But
long
I'm
do you
looking
have?
at a couple other ones.
Oh, I know.
You just can't stop buying them when you're a musician.
Well, they're works of art. They're
Yeah.
they're absolutely so beautiful.
Yeah.
So excellent. So what do you have coming up here soon? Where can we see you?
Tonight we'll be playing at the Corn Fest in Camp Verde.
Right, Corn Fest. You guys do.
Tomorrow night at PJ's Village Pub in
Right.
VOC.
You guys play PJs a lot.
We play there once every couple months.
Yeah.
And I mean, Cactus Kate's, we just played the Spirit Room, Globe, Phoenix, Flagstaff. So we got a lot of things on the
Yeah.
on the
Always
burner.
busy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. AZ's most booked band.
We are.
I didn't make that up. And you've got a great website, jackcouchman@live.com. You can check that out. Is that
Actually,
where?
it's just jackcouchman.com.
Jackcouchman.com.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. No, that was your email.
That was my email.
I'm having a blonde
But you can
day.
contact me there.
JackCouchman.com, very good, and links to getting your CDs and more information and where you're playing and all that good stuff. And of course, you've got your Facebook page with the cheap sunglasses, which is great. Lots of pictures on that, which are lots of fun and can follow you that way as well. So yeah, that's just wonderful. What are you going to play for us next?
This is a song I wrote when I was on tour. It was quite a while ago, but I finally got it on a CD, so this is called The Road Again. Not On the Road Again, but The Road
Just
Again.
The Road Again, okay. And when did you write this one?
I think I wrote this in 2004.
All right.
Something like that.
All right. It'll be interesting to see what Jack's life was in 2004. So.
I have to do the short version, so.
Oh, God.
So you don't get all
thank
the
you.
rock and roll.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here, JC.
Thank
It's
you so much,
wonderful
Jen.
to see you. And
You too.
jackcouchman.com. Check him out. His new CD is Precious Heart. Good stuff on there. Thank you guys so much for watching the Verde Valley Experience. Really appreciate you. If you missed anything or you want to see it again, you can check out verdevalleytv.com. You can check us out on YouTube. You can check us out on our Facebook page, the Verde Valley Experience. Make sure you check in and you like us and posting good pictures. Real cute one of JC on there if you want to check that out.
I didn't know there was any cute ones.
Well, there is. I found one. It's very cute. It was hard to pick them between all of them. Lots of good pictures out there. But thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Driving with my plastic Jesus, fasten the dash of my car, never knowing where I'm going. Lord, I'm doing fine. Looking for a new adventure, whatever comes my way. Never learning the lessons, what you had to say. And you have been here on my mind, but you never missed me in all this time. And if I had a chance with you, I threw it all away. 'Cause you never missed me to this day. And I'm on the road again. I'm on this lonely road again. If I ever find the answers to what I'm looking for, I'll head on down the highway, pedals to the floor. Never leave the life you're living. Never choose to be alone. 'Cause you'll be on this empty roadway, no place to go. And you have been here on my mind, but you never missed me in all this time. And if I had a chance with you, I threw it all away. But you never missed me till this day. And I'm on the road again. I'm on this lonely road again. And I'm on the road again. I'm on this lonely